where the
It's sticky, right? Yeah, for sure. I don't deny that, but we don't even have it, that way. We haven't even gotten that far.
I mean, it's just like
we're at the point where we just turn people away. We're like, oh, can you prove this, this, and that? Can you do this, this, and this? Did you go to this country first and this, and that? Like other countries, sure, other countries have the same. Other first world countries that are wealthy, they don't do that.
right. I mean, but is everyone trying to get into those countries? Like,
for sure, it's Europe. What do you think?
I mean,
what do you think? And there's for sure the people that are in those European countries that are like,
right. So last I saw on the immigration shit, they were sending the majority. There were still girls and kids, but the majority were war-ready males our age getting sent over here.
They're
like
not
3,000.
They're running away.
3,000 Chinese.
To war, right?
3,000 Chinese.
Wait,
they,
Chinese aren't what? They're not ready.
They're coming up down through the border.
They just immigrate. What? No, they don't. They come over on planes. They come to universities. Most of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a few poor Chinese people that come in other ways.
But they're
let's
wondering.
be real.
But they're wondering why are they all army-age men that are trying to infiltrate our country? Maybe.
How is that infiltration? They're trying to move to have a better life. I don't see that as infiltration. I mean, I guess some people would, but I see them as poor people that see an opportunity and they want to better themselves, and they fell for the American dream trick.
It's just like
show up.
So it's like you're saying all walks of life is gonna show up here and
That's
try.
how it goes in everything. Yes.
Okay.
That's just the way the world works. People immigrate. That's okay.
Right. Yeah,
that's okay.
That is okay to do it the right way. I mean, but to just
if we have like the proper laws to facilitate it, then I agree.
Right.
But in America, it's kind of barbaric, so I don't really feel bad if somebody hides as opposed to go sit in the cell and then get sent back to where they came from. It's like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to come all the way here just to get sent back.
Right.
But I also agree that there should be differences in the way that we treat the whole situation.
Well, it's just a fucked up situation because you don't want to have to treat anyone unfairly, right?
No.
But you want to protect our country at the same time, and it's like, how do you find that in
It's the
between?
same way everybody else does. Just do like a basic background check. Did they kill somebody? Did they fucking rape somebody? Are they a violent person?
Right.
If they pass all that, then let them
But
do
it is
it.
like, what if they have fake ID and you don't know?
Okay, well that could be like that in America too.
You're right.
That's a whole other separate issue. All we can do is all we can do.
We just let the Chinese balloon fly across the border and win.
I mean, they shot it down, and they also shot down the 8th grade balloon. Don't
But
forget
this is
about
the
that
first
one.
time we ever let this shit happen.
Supposedly, it's the first time they told us about it.
Right. So
They said it's been happening at least like 50 verifiable times since 2016.
use your, I want to say third eye, but use your,
Read between the lines.
yeah. Why? I don't know. It's just something more to me than the weather balloon.
You know what it seems like to me? It seems like they're just trying to prop up the agitation against China.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
trying to be like, look, China bad!
Exactly. I agree.
What is music? Why? Because it went from 1 to 100.
Where the cartels getting all the fentanyl from? China. All the chemicals.
A lot of fentanyl is made in the United States.
But Mexicans don't even sell it to each other. It's only for export only, or they'll get beat in front of their neighborhood.
Well, yeah, that's because of the war on drugs, which is
That's just a
American policy.
Mexican. In Mexico, cartel members sell it to fellow cartel members, they'll get beat.
Right.
In front of their,
But why do they sell it to Americans? Because of the
we're at
war
war.
on drugs. On drugs. The dumbest war ever.
Because
You can't fight a
this
war on
is,
drugs.
so supposedly, I can't prove this, but supposedly, said, if you guys don't free me, I will unleash the blue-eyed devil onto the society. The blue 30s, the fentanyl 30s.
Oh, man.
And then I hear cartel members saying, yeah, we can't even sell them to fellow Mexicans, but they're only export only. So that tells me China is straight up, let's say, working with the cartels, but they get all the precursors
on
Well,
here.
they get all the precursors from China to make the fentanyl, and then it's flooding into
China
America.
makes something.
So think of this.
But most of the fentanyl in America comes from.
Think of this though. When we're seeing these migrants flood the border, we're seeing shit.
He never gave us any numbers. He just said a big 90%
Just
increase,
assume.
which could mean going from 1 to 10.
This is, I just want to try to get my thought out here. Just want to try to get my whole thought out here. Okay, so I'm picturing a balloon flies over, right? We shoot it down,
It's
whatever.
scary, you know.
We have the war on drugs, and all this precursors for fentanyl is going to Mexico and flooding the United States. So it's almost
Opioid
like
pandemic, which was caused
at least we knew what we were doing.
you were killing Americans on purpose.
Well, at least we did it from a pharmacy.
Oh, so it's legalized crimes.
I mean, I've had friends die from taking his Xanax bar that's laced with fentanyl. He has to, you have to.
Yeah, and I don't know people that have died from being addicted to opiates and they switched to street drugs because they can't get
Right,
opiates.
but the thing is, don't be tricking people about the drugs they take. If
Yeah.
I think I'm taking
I
a
agree with
30,
that.
yes.
Regulation. That's why we
causing
have to end
people
the war on
die.
drugs,
That's causing
so we
people
can
to-
regulate it.
I hear
Right?
you.
We have to
But-
be able to. We have to. The government has to be able to say, okay, we will sell some of these drugs to some people for some of these reasons, if we can verify the source, if we can verify their illness. Like if they're actually trying to help somebody get off of a fucking addiction,
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad to slowly try to taper them down with a legal fucking drug like it.
I agree.
You know, with like therapy and the whole 9 yards.
See, I'll take it one step further. I think pharmacies should just get rid of the prescription and just kind of do it like a dispensary would. Like, look, I want to get this a month. Okay, you can only get this amount a month.
As long as it won't kill you type shit.
Well, I mean, it's pharmaceutical, so it's more regulated, we'll say.
Well, yeah, pharmacists typically won't give you enough to kill you unless like.
But let's say it is a for money business. I mean, instead of just for insurance and.
I think it should be state run, like how it is in the Canada and the UK.
I agree with you there.
Spain and France.
I agree with you there.
Italy.
And that's what I'm saying. I
China.
agree with you there because it would totally wipe out the fact that people are dying taking shit they don't know what they're taking. And that's what I'm getting at. Then we have all
And
these
we wouldn't have people
Chinese
going to
flooding-
jail for dumbass reasons.
Exactly. So this, my whole picture here. You got the Chinese men coming to the southern border at the same time. We got all this shit fucking up people, killing people, basically making people lazy, man. Look at people on fentanyl if they're still
Well,
alive.
drugs do turn people into zombies.
Yeah, and look at the meth they're pushing in. Like, shit now, making people. So I'm just saying, if I was to kick off the war,
I don't think China wants it.
I don't think they do either.
We're
but
too dependent on each other.
We will stick up for Taiwan, and China knows that though.
Which is weird because
It is
the
weird.
United States actually signed the One China policy, right? Which said we recognize Taiwan as part of China.
It is kind of weird.
And now we're acting like we didn't do that.
Yeah.
So if I was China, I'd be like, what the fuck? Do y'all just sign shit and not agree to it no more?
Okay,
That's the
so
way we
now
roll.
you see exactly what happened with Ukraine. That's exactly with the Ukraine war. We signed shit not to advance those countries into NATO, not to move closer
Yes.
to Russia, but what
Yeah.
we do, we get right up to
Oh,
the
for sure.
doorstep with biolabs.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's good. American imperialism is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, I guess that's my main problem is just these, see, I want everyone to have a chance to make something in their life
Yeah.
without other people benefiting off of what they work their ass off for.
Then you are
You
a
know?
fucking socialist, my brother. That's literally what socialism
No,
is
no,
about.
I
It's
was-
about owning your labor. That's all it is. It's about owning your labor.
See, what I thought it was you guys could go to work and I could be sick for 2 weeks and I still get paid. No matter.
Well,
who
everybody
does
should
work.
get sick pay. In Europe, everybody
Well, I
gets
could,
sick pay.
I could just be a pussy. You know?
That's not being a pussy. You have to have a
I'll still get the
verifiable
same
illness.
pay. I'm
Like,
just
sure,
saying.
everybody gets like a blanket amount of days, right?
Mhm.
And if it turns into a long-term illness, well, all right, well, now you have to prove it. Fucking go get a doctor.
Right.
Like,
So it's just a bunch of more logistics will have to be.
it's just allowing people to not lose their fucking life if they can't work for 2 weeks.
Right.
That's all it is.
I
That's
mean,
literally all
that's
it
the
is.
good part for sure. It's just like who's like gonna.
It's still the
regulate
government.
all
It's still
this?
the government. It's literally just about
Just taking some more
transition
power then.
in a way, but it's giving them more power over dictatorship that was literally created by the United States whenever we went to the Korean War. We literally bombed 90% of North Korea.
That.
We destroyed 90% of North Korea.
I'm just saying, look how they're living now.
We destroyed 90% of North Korea.
90%.
90%. I think it was actually higher than that.
So let's look at Venezuela.
Venezuela, another country destroyed by sanctions by the United States and CIA operations.
So you're saying capitalism is the main driving force of that? All I'm saying is I don't want to get to a point in my life to where I work my ass off, right? I have kids someday, and I want to pass down my property.
Capitalism isn't when you don't have nice things and when you don't have property. And
Capitalism is making your own business and it's doing your own thing.
Right, and socialism isn't trying to take things away that people earn. It's trying to make sure you keep more of what you earn. So instead of, for example,
I hear that and that sounds good, but I don't know if
that's the concept.
true.
But that's the concept. That's what it is in a nutshell.
Has history shown that in any way?
History has never had socialism developed without outside interference
So you're saying
from like capitalist
we
forces.
could do it different, is what you're
In
hoping.
America?
Yeah.
Because we're the wealthiest country, of course. There are poorer countries.
China. There's like a new billionaire.
They have a bunch of money too,
New
but
billionaire.
they're like number 3 or number 2. They might be number 2. But either way, we're still the richest right now.
Look at China right now, man.
They've raised 800 million people out of poverty in the past 20 years.
At what cost? You have to scan something.
800 million people.
At what cost? You have to give away your freedom to go into a store to buy anything
How?
and to scan anything.
No, you
At
don't. Nigga, we have the same shit. We have Apple Pay.
Bro, you get a red, a yellow, or a green thing on your phone. If you scan something and it's a red, oh, I can't go in there and I have to go get
That's
tested.
not true. For COVID? Is that for COVID?
Yeah, that's what COVID was all about, bro.
Bro,
to introduce us
What do
into
you
the
think?
system.
Okay, so you think it's bad for them to try to protect their citizens from dying from COVID?
No, it's bad to give up your freedoms to go to the
But they're
grocery
willingly doing that. You realize they voted for their president, right?
store. China.
What do you mean? What does them being in China have to do with anything? They're still people with brains and that have desires and goals.
Yeah, like I said, bro, a billionaire formed once a week there. They're smart as shit. All I'm saying is they have given away too much freedom that I'm not willing to give away. For
What freedoms have they given away though?
to be constantly monitored on everything they do.
COVID testing, we do that in America,
Let
not
me
to
show
the
you,
same
man.
extent.
Just let me show you.
If you're gonna show me the colors for
Chinese.
COVID testing, I believe that. That makes sense. That's logic.
Let me show you
Should do the
different
same
word.
thing.
Chinese.
Alright, I gotta meet somebody. I gotta get my shit.